Okay, folks, welcome back to the battle for Wesnoth. We're starting off again right at the end of the scenario. We're about to move on. We chose at the end of the last scenario to go by ship, which means that we are going to follow a slightly different path than we could. The voyage did not go as smoothly as had been hoped. A storm blew up and bore down on the ship. Though all hands were on deck working desperately, a sudden gust of wind flung Conrad overboard as he attempted to secure the sails. The mermen finally saved Conrad from the sea, but were unable to get him back to the ship. By dint of great effort, they reached a nearby island. So here we are on the Three Sisters, Isle of the Damned. Whew, I survived. But now where am I? Is this island inhabited? We have heard only the worst things about this place, my lord. It is said that the legions of the undead have come here in great numbers and devastated the island into an ugly wasteland. Let's hope these rumors are not true. I have none of my men or gold with me. How could I defend myself? There are still some bands of humans hiding on the island, my lord. If you recruit some of them to help, we might have some hope of holding off the undead hordes. Maybe we can make a deal. Help us defeat those evil creatures. You may use our gold reserves to lead us. So we get 100 pieces of gold. So this is how this scenario goes. You don't get any of your units, except for the mermen, but you get other units here. And all you have to do to win the scenario is live until the end. But, of course, the alternate victory condition is to defeat the enemy commanders, these two liches. So liches are chaotic. You can read all that. They're a level 3 necromancer unit. They are chaotic, they're undead, they have this submerge ability, so they can hide in deep water, and can't be seen, which is kind of neat. As the undead, they're immune to drain, poison, and plague, which are 3 abilities that actually the undead make a lot of use of. They have a melee arcane attack that drains health from living units. They have a ranged cold attack and a ranged arcane attack, both of which are magical. So, I start off with Conrad, my 2 mermen here, and 1 outlaw. And we can find more units during this scenario. So, I can only recall mermen during this scenario. I can't recall any of my other troops. So I am going to recall Gwimli, because he has the Storm Trident. I'm going to recall Oceana. This is one reason why I promoted her to a priestess. And I'm going to recall Mabua. Now, I'm also, in terms of recruitment, I can't actually recruit any of my normal units either. Instead, I have these 3 outlaw units that I can recruit. Footpads. Footpads have fairly low HP and bad resistances, mediocre attacks, but they have very, very good defenses. If we look at the information here, their defense on most terrain is 60 or 70%. Poachers are an archer unit. They have many shots. They're not quite as good as elvish archers, but they also have pretty good defenses, about average. And then thugs are an effective melee unit, which have a melee impact attack. So we're going to recruit a thug as well. So this scenario will be interesting because it forces you to fight, A, with chaotic units, which you haven't done yet in the campaign. And secondly, it forces you to fight without relying on your veterans that you've built up. So some ancient temples to the southwest, I wonder what might be inside them. And that is a really good question, and we definitely want to go there. Delurin, incidentally, is the level 2 version of the footpad. An outlaw is a leveled up footpad. We can look at the unit information there. See, they level up from the footpad, and they can level up to a fugitive, a level 3 version. So, like footpads, Delurin has really, really good defenses on most terrain. So the merfolk, I'm going to send one of the mermen up north, and then I'm going to send a mer posse down to the south. And the goal of this posse is going to be basically to put some hurt on this lich down here. Meanwhile, this thug will start crossing the water. Do have a little bit of a disadvantage in that I start across the water. So that's a little bit unfortunate. We're going to get a thug and a poacher. And then that leaves us 6 gold. That'll be fine for now. So, the undead have a very interesting set of units, and in particular they have peculiar resistances. So, undead units, they're equivalent of the scout unit. They have 2 actually. They have the vampire bats, which we fought before, and then they have ghosts. Ghosts are spirits, and as spirits their resistances are very weird. They're vulnerable to arcane damage, they're somewhat vulnerable to fire damage, they're hugely resistant to everything else. Their touch attack drains their melee attack, and they also have a cold ranged attack. It's an unusual damage type. Their main melee units are skeletons. We can see some skeletons down here. Skeletons have a pretty decent melee attack, and very, very polarized resistances. They're hugely vulnerable to arcane damage, they're vulnerable to fire and impact damage, but Pierce, Blade, and Cold do almost nothing to them. So basically you have to hit them with clubs or with fire or magic. Fortunately, I get thugs, which have clubs, and I have my priestess, who has arcane magic power, and I also have my other merman with the trident, who has fire. Dark Adepts are an extremely specialized unit. They have regular human resistances, and both of their attacks are ranged. Both are magical, both are ranged, both are fairly high damage. The Shadow Wave is arcane, the Chill Wave is cold. So they are very, very good ranged attackers. However, they're actually defenseless in melee. They can't do anything in melee. And then the Undead also have Skeleton Archers, which are a regular archer unit that just happens to be a skeleton. Good on them. So let's get our units moving over there. Don't have enough to recruit anybody else this turn, but I'm going to get Delurin. Yeah, let's get Delurin over here to get into the temples, because getting into the temples is quite valuable, actually. I'm going to grab that, and these three can move south as quickly as possible. Actually, I might want Gwimli to come up north since he has the Storm Trident. We'll see. So, as they said, I don't know why I'm being slow there. As the narration said there, it's important to get into the temples and take a look at them. This ghost is unfortunately going to attack my outlaw. Now, I got lucky there in dealing damage and not taking any. So that did fine. The other interesting thing here is, since my units and the undead units are both chaotic, both sides do more damage at night, which is unusual. And it makes for an interesting power balance in the sense that fights at night will be extremely lethal, whereas fights during the daytime will be relatively low damage on all sides. We're going to recruit a footbat here, and Kalba can come down this way. I think he can safely snatch that village. Meanwhile, Delurin, actually I was just thinking, I think, if I'm right, taking those temples, if I recall right, there's one that spawns undead. And I don't remember which one it is that has the... I'm going to go check that temple. Seems to be empty. Okay, yeah, that's right. Like, some of them are empty, but then one of them has something very, very important. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes here. Okay, that ghost is coming over to use its ranged attack on my thugs, which it can do without retaliation, of course. Now, let's get over here and shoot my bow at it a little bit. Ghosts have very low HP, which sort of balances out their high resistances. Oh, wow. Good job. Come on. Ah, shoot. Get him. Get him. Get him! Got him! Yeah. The low HP balances out the resistances, as I was saying, because, of course, with the low HP, even though they have high resistances, they still can't take all that much damage. We're gonna recruit... I can't recruit a Mermaid Initiate. I have the cash for it. We're gonna recruit another Thug. And you, sir, check that one. Somebody hidden in the temple. Yeah, that was the problem. One of the temples spawns a Revenant. That one's already empty, but we just needed to run away for a second. Okay, yeah. So, there's a reason I was doing that, and you'll see it as soon as I can get to that temple up there. That's the one that I need to get to, but I'm going to have to fight my way through all these guys in order to accomplish that. And I might actually lose Delurin, unfortunately. Naba, go take that, please. You can come down here. So these skeletons can actually go in the deep water after me. Now, they have terrible, terrible defense underwater, which is great. And we might be able to snag that Dark Adept and kill him real quick. Might be able to accomplish that. But, yeah, this is going to be bad. Yep, I'm going to lose Delurin, I think. See, they do high damage, but they have practically no defense. I think that Dark Adept is going to come down and kill Delurin. Yep, here he comes. Yep, there we go. Lost Delurin. Unfortunate. Delurin's a good unit. Loyalty is always great, especially in units with unusual abilities compared to the rest of your folks. So we're probably going to take that fight just because we can deal a lot of damage, even though we might lose this guy in the process. I mean, theoretically we can do a lot of damage, but in fact, we do almost no damage. Let's recruit another thug. Okay. So, this guy down here, we need to blast with the Storm Trident. Yep, good job. And then we'll see if we can kill him real quick. Come on, kill him. There we go. Now we can level up to a Merman Warrior. Excellent. Come down here, please. And let's get this Mermaid Priestess down here as well. See if we can cause some damage. A worst case scenario, we can get these guys around and attack the Lich. You can assassinate Hafmal this way, if you're careful. This guy is just sitting on this, and don't like to sit there because it's very low defense. So let's run up in this direction. That Revenant, it would be great to kill him because he is hugely threatening if we can't get rid of him right quick. Yep, they're picking their targets right. That's fine. Skeletons up against thugs generally don't do well, because they do have that weakness to crushing damage. I might as well just shoot him for free damage here. And this guy can beat on him a little bit. Okay, took 7 damage in the process, not too shabby. That guy, we want to actually go snag their village real quick. Get these thugs across the river a little ways. Now, we can get up here to stab this Dark Adept and should be able to kill him. Since he, or hopefully, maybe not. There we go, good. It's always good to kill off Dark Adepts because they have such high damage dealing potential if you don't take care of them. He can't reach her, great. We're going to send him to go take another village because we definitely need to keep up the income. We need to keep up the troop production, or this is not going to work. We have few troops, relatively speaking, and there's a lot of firepower coming our way. This is one of those scenarios that you often don't win with the, at least I, if you're very good at Wesnoth, you probably do, but I, at least, often do not win this scenario with the extra victory condition. I often have to settle for just surviving the whole battle. That guy's gonna have to fall back. He can't fight a ghost. Okay, good. So this is actually a great scenario because those Dark Adepts have come out. Okay, let's hit that real quick. Somebody hit in the temple. Yes, Moromaru the White Mage. That is exactly what I wanted. I was hiding in this holy place, planning how to defeat the evil undead. Now with your help, I can destroy them. Moromaru is fantastic. So if we eradicate the undead blight on this island, I will surely go with you. Otherwise, I plan to finish my task here before moving on. So, if we win this by killing both liches in the next 18 turns, then we get this White Mage. He comes with us. That makes it really, really valuable to do that. So we're going to send our thugs down here to club this guy, which we can do very easily. And just get a whole bunch of free damage on him. Now, unfortunately, that didn't kill him. So, we will need something a little bit better. This poacher has a good shot at doing it, but will take some damage in the process. Okay, good. So we got rid of him. The last thing you want to do, by the way, is let those guys level up. If they level up, it is a bad, bad scene. Now, he's lawful, and he has an arcane attack. Liches are hugely vulnerable to arcane damage. So, and he is, if I recall correctly, he's very resistant to arcane. He only takes real damage from cold. So, if we look at the damage here, you can hover over attacks to see what kind of damage they'll do to different units. See, this will do 9 to White Mage, and this will do 4 to White Mage. So, all he has is that cold attack. It's morning. Moromaru can actually probably beat Jarmal Gorg in a straight-up magic off. Because, especially during the daytime when he does 25% extra damage, if we look at that, that does 16 damage a hit to liches, as compared to his attack doing 9 damage a hit. They're both magical, so they both have even chances to hit. Moromaru, with a very, very small amount of support, can take out Jarmal Gorge. So that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to move these 3 units in to attack Jarmal Gorge and hope that Moromaru can kill him. Remember, if we don't kill both liches, Moromaru won't come with us anyway, so it's worth risking him in order to take out this lich. If we can take out that lich, then we have a shot at taking out this one as well. In the meantime, Oceana, can you reach? No, good. So Oceana is going to go over there and light beam the crap out of this skeleton. Wow, 1 health left. Rude. You all come down here. So he is going to get to a counterattack, but he'll probably only get to hit once, and then Oceana will kill him. So with that light beam attack there, plus the Storm Trident, we should also be able to kill Hafmal. And that is how we win this scenario, really. You don't win this scenario by murdering all of their troops, because they spawn a lot of troops. Yep, knew that was going to happen. Especially not once you've activated the Revenant, which I always do. Okay, so he's running. That's fine. So basically what we're doing is we're playing defense in the center. Oh, crap. Ouch. Pain, suffering. Shouldn't have come that close. But on the other hand, it's drawn the Lich out, so he's not recruiting this turn, which is okay. So. Moromaru, move up there. Thug, move up there. You, sir, fall back. Thug, get over there to kill that Dark Adept. As best you can. You have 13 out of 23. Oh, you're so close and you're going to die. You are so close and you're going to die. That is so sad. Unless we can get you away. Yeah, a Dark Adept can reach you there. Worth it. Let's try to save him. Down here, meanwhile, we can Storm Trident. See, the Storm Trident is so incredibly useful in scenarios like this. You go over there and get that. And Priestess, come down that way. Okay, great. So the Merman Assassination Hit Squad is heading for Hafmal, doing pretty good job. We've got 21 gold. We are going to recruit another... yeah, let's recruit another Thug, actually, because Thugs can give at least as good as they get to Skeletons. That Revenant's being... Yep, I knew he was coming. Oh, thank God. Okay, all I have to do is get a kill with this guy, and he'll be fine. That skeleton is still running, which is also okay. And Hafmal is coming back to, yes, to recruit. That's unfortunate. That's really, really unfortunate, because that Dark Adept will kind of tip the balance of power. But as long as this guy can distract that ghost, go grab that now. Thug up here. If we trade shots right now, it's 13 to 12. Not a good luck. So actually what we want is we want Moromaru on the mountain. No, we don't. We want Moromaru behind the mountain so he can't be attacked. Yeah, it took too long. Okay, that wasn't going to work out. In the meantime, though, we need Thugs. Moved over here to hurt him. This Poacher is going to wants to get the kill there. Not likely to get the kill on anybody else. But let's see if we can take out Zaki here. Apparently not. Okay. Wow. Garbage. Shoot. Over there. You move back. Ouch. That sucked. You can Storm Trident. Can the Lich reach you there? Yes, the Lich can reach you there, so that's a little bit unfortunate. The Lich probably can't kill you, though. Especially because cold does less damage to mermen. There you go. Good job. That merman fighter is leveling up very, very quickly. Okay, take that. Take that. We're up to 16 gold a turn, which is great. Like I said, Moromaru is going to have to fall back, however. So the fight against Jarmal Gorge is going to be a little bit tricky. But I need to keep pumping out units. Conrad can't leave the castle at the moment. Okay. Come on, do some damage. Do some damage before you die. Yes! Yes! Excellent. Okay, ouch. Yeah, Moromaru needs to run. I've got to get some troops over there to back him up before this can work. Because at nighttime he'll just be slaughtered. Like, there's no question about that. Down here, on the other hand, the Merman hit squad is doing pretty well. Go over there. Excellent. Get into the swamps. Let's get this other guy over there to help out. On this side, you could do very well here. If we can get that kill. There we go. So, Poacher has leveled up to a Trapper. Much more effective unit. Do need to stop him from getting surrounded. So, we're going to put this guy right there and shoot that zombie. Zombies have a special called Plague on their attacks, where if they kill you, you turn into a walking corpse, another zombie. And that's a super problem. It's very, very bad. Let's get another Mermaid Initiate, because she has magical ranged attacks. Yeah, you're slightly vulnerable to impact. And Moromaru is going to have to fall back, as I said. Because trading shots with Jarmal Gorge during the nighttime is a terrible, terrible plan. Trading shots with him during the day, workable. Oh, he's come... Wow. Wow, he's come out. That was risky. Yep, and that's a zombie. Okay, yep. So my archers are now surrounded by the undead. Unfortunately. Alright, so down here, we've got Oceana. That's Hafmal. We can't really block him from getting back to his fort, unfortunately. Mabua looks like he's going to die unless he runs. He can run into the water and I think get away. Hafmal has 6 move points. He can't get away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Hafmal can't quite get away. Oceana has a 30% chance of just straight up dying. This is the problem with fighting liches at night. Well, we're definitely going to have to get Oceana away. Mabua. Actually, let me think this through. Let me just think this through real quick. He has 60 health. He's not really expected to take much damage from being attacked in melee. If she attacks him, he'll take quite a bit of damage, but it won't be nearly enough to kill. And Gwimli is still a little ways off. So, let's have Gwimli actually dart over here and blast him. Didn't quite kill him, but good shots. What I'm banking on here, I'm banking on the fact that he'll want to run back and recruit another unit. And then this guy this guy will only have about a 49% chance to kill Mabua. That's a 49% more than I'd like, but it's about the best I can do right now. As for this situation, I could take a shot at killing that ghost, but it's not guaranteed by any means, and I'd rather not. On this side, however, we can hit him with a water spray, which will do some damage. Or not, or we could not do that. I mean, I guess we could just, you know, just let him, like, do his undead thing. Like, you know, we don't have to care, really. Oh, dear. Let's get onto here and shoot some zombies real quick. And let's have you move up there and shoot some zombies real quick. Okay, didn't shoot that zombie nearly enough, but you tried. Yep, okay, so I thought he'd want to go back and recruit some. Oh, whew, Mabua survived. Thank goodness. So, we're doing okay in the sense that we're holding our own, but we're not really progressing in the way that I need to in order to get that white mage in time. And we're going to trade some shots. We might actually kill that skeleton archer with piercing weapons at this rate, which is kind of hilarious. And now we can get the melee boys involved again. Or the melee boy, rather. Hit him with your water. Excellent. Let's kill that zombie real quick. And fall back to the village. And let's get another thug. So now that it is dawn, this is the time for Moromaru to push, or would be, if he had any support. But he doesn't, so that's super unfortunate. Low chance to kill. Not gonna take it right now. Let's blast that skeleton, and level up Gwimli as well. Get him a full heal. Oceana can come over this way, and Mabua needs to pull back over there, where he can't be reached. Actually, don't want to pull back quite that far. Want to pull back to right there, which is the closest that he cannot be reached. He'll be able to heal up on that village in just a bit here. Moromaru. What do I want for Moromaru? I think I want him there for now. Oof. Oh. Stay alive, man. Stay alive. Okay, we're doing alright. Let's kill that zombie. We're killing enemy units as fast as they can be deployed against us, which is my standard for doing all right here. Leave that guy for now, kill that guy instead. Thank you. You, sir. Pull forward. You can take that. You move up and do some clubbing. Excellent. Now, let's recruit another footpad real quick. We'll have 20 gold next round again. Now, Oceana can go up here and trade shots with this guy. Because during the daytime, of course, his shots are not very strong, and she gets twice as many. Meanwhile, Naba can move up. And Gwimli can swimly over here, where he will trade, like, even against skeletons, his stabs will actually do some damage during the daytime, like more damage than the skeleton. During the daytime, you can trade merman warriors with skeletons with no problem whatsoever. Mabua can now swim up a little bit closer so we can hop back on that village next turn. And Moromaru. Moromaru could trade shots with him. That would expose him to retaliation from the mage, so instead let's go kill this bat, if we can. Yes, good. Excellent. So now that Dark Adept will probably jump on the village and try to trade shots, and that's fine, especially because Moromaru has a Holy Sword, which also does melee arcane damage, so pretty effective. The fighting is definitely in my favor at this point. My only worry is that I may not be able to get to the liches in time. That's the main limiter on this scenario, is that you have to get there in time. Which means I need to start moving troops now. Do a little bit of shooting. Ghosts are very, very hard to kill, unfortunately. See, like here. That'll do damage on average. Okay, did damage. Good enough. Let's get a couple more footpads because they serve as very fast meat shields. That Dark Adept has run. Not totally unexpected. Let's take the villages. You, sir. Blast, please. Didn't blast quite enough, but you did blast some. And now... I think now is the time to deploy Conrad. So we're going to need to finish off that guy, split our troops, and then Conrad is going to have to move. He's going to go south, because that's faster for him. And so these are the armies that we're going to try and get the kills with. We've only got 11 turns, so we have to split our forces. It's funny that in this game some animations are quite a bit slower than others. It's kind of a funny thing to notice, but it's definitely true. There's absolutely no way of denying. Some units just have really slow animations compared to others. Stab him with the trident a little bit. Hit him with the staff a little bit. Oof, didn't quite kill him. You, let's actually just get the bow involved real quick, because I care less about him than I do about him. Holy sword. Really? Come on now. I mean, come on now. Hit him with the club. Hit him with the club. Come on. Hit him with the club. It is the day of misses. It is my turn to roll badly. Fun fact, there's a statistics tab where you can look at your overall inflicted and taken damage, and I can confirm that this turn, in fact, yes, I have been unlucky. I've taken about I've done about a sixth less damage than I should, if everything was exactly even, and I've taken about 14% more damage than I should. However, this also confirms that over time, things do even out. If anything, over time, I'm actually slightly luckier than I should be. So let's get Conrad, let's get this guy moving. That Dark Adept is being a huge pain in the ass right now. Not gonna lie, I don't like it. Do not kill Mabua. Do not. Yep, being a huge pain in the ass right now. I really don't want to expose myself to return fire. Let's see. Please kill him. Please. Come on, just one more. Thank you. Now let's get you on the village, where you won't probably be killed instantly. You take that. You should go up that way. You should go back in the ocean and circle around. Conrad will be going south, and you should go north. Meanwhile, you should stab him to death. Thank you. You should take that village. You should take that village. And we are going to incrementally strangle the enemy to death. And you need to run again. So we're just going to take villages, make sure he can't recruit while some other troops arrive, and proceed from there. Or make sure he can recruit less, at least. The big problem is, of course, we can't fight skeletons in melee during the night. Like, at all. Great, okay. These guys definitely need to move. And quickly, because we only have 8 turns left. Kill him, please. Excellent. Goody goody gumdrops. You should go take that village away. Make sure, once again, that he can't recruit effectively. Okay, so, and Mortimer needs to wait one more turn. So next turn will be morning. At that point, we will need to begin to push. Actually, that skeleton, because Moromaru can't heal himself is the problem. You, sir. That's a skeleton. Go over that way where you can't be reached. You. You don't have a place to go where you can't be reached, which means I'm going to need to put Oceania in the way. Go there. Okay, Oceania, go right there. That will at least ensure that we can kill the skeleton in revenge. And Mabua has to move one space further away. Probably gonna lose him. Yeah, gonna lose him. Thought so. Okay, great. So, it's morning. It's time for the push. First, throw your sling. Moromaru, light beam. And thug. Get your club on. Leveling a thug would help here. Okay, great. Now, Jamal Gorge can attack and may well do so, but it's not gonna... Again, this force should be able to take him down. Honestly, this mermaid initiative is going the wrong way. I misestimated my forces there. Okay. Now, you, this is morning, so this is exactly the time when I would be okay with the Lich coming out to fight Gwimli. If the Lich comes out to fight Gwimli, that's alright. And I want her, since she can get through the swamps really easily, I want her to go over there and light beam that guy because Hafmal is also alone at the moment. So this is fine. Good. Good. That was okay. Now, what we need to do is we need a thug. We're going to make a bid to finish this right now, actually. Damage, yeah, on average that does damage, which is what matters. Okay. Yeah, don't let him drain, so just throw the sling bolts. Now you, 16 times 3 or 12 times 4, but less chance of a hit. Yeah, do that. Oh no. 28.9%. Shit. Might lose Moromaru here. If I can kill him, I think that skeleton won't move. 20% chance. Cross your fingers. No. Fuck. Ah! That's Wesnoth for you, though. I took a gamble, and it didn't quite pay off. So that guy's going to run back here and summon another unit, and then this skeleton archer is going to run up here and shoot Moromaru, and the odds are Moromaru's going to die. Or possibly the Lich will just blast him with magic. Either way, I am going to get to kill Jarmal Gorge here because Vegwilin is going to kill him, but it's very, very frustrating because Moromaru was the unit that you got to keep out of this scenario, and now I've lost him, which means there was no point in taking this scenario, which is more difficult than the other option. I took it specifically for Moromaru, and now I've screwed it up. That's Wesnoth for you. I mean, what can I say? It is what it is. I knew the risks when I took the job. Yep, here it comes. There he goes. And Moromaru also killed my almost leveled thug. I wouldn't have gotten to keep him anyway, if I recall correctly, but... Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Oh, you suck so much. There we go. We got him at least. Ugh. So frustrating. So frustrating. Okay. Blast him with Thunderbolts, please. Could you have blasted him a little bit harder? I would have appreciated that. I don't think I'm going to lose Gwimli, because it's still... He's still not going to get a damage bonus, so I don't think he's going to be able to kill him in one round. Oh well. Yeah, he's going to run now. But it's not going to save him, even though it is evening. Light beam him. And Storm Trident. There we go. So we've wrested control of the island from the evil undead. Now all we have to do is wait for the ship to arrive, so we can make our way to Elenzifar. And here comes that ship now. Thank goodness we found you. Come aboard quickly. We shall take you away from this horrible island. Do we get? Can we take any? Can we take any of the guys? No, no, we can't. So, well, that was still a good scenario. Her I'll get to keep because she's a mermaid, so she's almost leveled up. That's nice. I leveled up another merman, Gwimli, and I've got Oceana still. She didn't get any experience, but Gwimli's pretty high up there. So it wasn't a total waste. But the next scenario will be an interesting one. The next scenario doesn't really have a whole lot of use for mer people, so we won't really be seeing them. And like I said, I don't believe we get to take the outlaws or anything. But nevertheless, I played too risky with Murmuru and I got bit for it. That is what happens in Wesnoth. Like I said, the RNG in this game is pretty unforgiving. Notice this last turn, I inflicted more damage than I should have, but I also took a ton more damage than I should have. Now, 42%, that's like one extra hit from a skeleton, is what that is. So it flips and flops a lot in every given turn. Statistically, though, like I said, it evens out in the end, so it is fair. It's merely extremely frustrating sometimes. That's all. But in any case, thanks for watching ever so much, and I will see you in the next episode.